G'day, boys! G'day, boys! Look. I'm not ducking Tom Aspinall. I'm not ducking Tom Aspinall. Just because he's bigger than me, stronger than me, younger than me, doesn't mean I'm ducking. Just because I'm going to give up my own title so I don't have to fight him, I would rather just give him the belt than fight him. But I can't stress this enough. I am not ducking Tom Aspinall. I'm not. It would be crazy to think that I was. I'm just going to give him my belt so I don't have to fight him. What about Derek Lewis, guys? Can I fight Derek Lewis, guy? What about Jamal Hill? Can I fight anyone else? Anyone else other than Tom Aspinall? Wouldn't that be crazy, guys? Would we just get to see what would happen? What a joke of a human being Jon Jones is. How are we, boys? What's good? Balthazar! First. Good on you, mate. Cretan's Corner. What's up, Nacho? Good morning, pal. Good morning, Deadpool. How are you, man? Tom is... What's up, Toad? How are you, brother? Tom is a guy who just wants the belt, and Jon is just going to hand it away for free because of how scared he is. Tom has already won it. Honestly, Toad, Tom Aspinall has already beaten Jon Jones without even throwing a punch. He's walking out of interviews so he doesn't have to talk about him anymore. Pub's Corner. All right, Belts. Oh, you bloody dickhead. What's up, Weston? How are you, man? You changed your profile picture on us, dude. Looks good. That's good. Please, God, don't let 310 be Shavkat versus Brady. I've got a horrible feeling, Alex. And how are you, Alex? It's good to see you, man. I've got a horrible fear in my soul that it's going to be JDM on short notice because Aussies are absolute studs and gangsters and take short notice fights that they shouldn't almost too often. I feel like Dana White and the UFC and Hunter Campbell go, if we can't call Alex Pereira, just call an Australian. Just call an Aussie and they'll be dumb enough to say yes to a short notice fight every time. Kind of does my head in. What's up, Blueprint? Ayo, from someone who wants to see Jon Jones Aspinall, I read this post. Someone said weeks ago, they pretty much said the amount of title defenses Jones and how he owes him nothing, which is 100% true. But obviously, Jones is ducking Aspinall, not because he's scared of him, but simply scared to lose. But the longer the fight takes, the more it favors Aspinall. Maybe Jones knows, so we don't. Maybe Aspinall can beat Jones right now, and Jon knows it deep down. Jon 100% knows deep down that Aspinall might be able to beat him. And how do we know that? Because Jon said it yesterday in the press conference. Jon said, word for word, it's not worth risking a loss to. Word for word, it's not worth risking a loss to. He knows that Aspinall would beat him. He knows that Aspinall's younger, faster, bigger, strong. All the reasons that we have said Aspinall is better, Jon has literally said, I'm not ducking him. You guys are just excited because he's younger, faster, stronger, better, so I'm just going to vacate the belt instead. I don't think Jon knows what ducking is. Blueprint. What's up, Two Smelly Fingers? How are you, man? Even Jamie knows Jon Jones is ducking. Jamal Hill is the biggest super fight on the market. Dude, to listen to Jon Jones all week, talk about legacy. How Tom Aspinall hasn't done enough to deserve a fight with him because of legacy. What's up, Joe Hogan? All week, it's legacy. He hasn't done enough. What championships has he won? What title defenses has he got? What has he done? He hasn't done enough to fight someone like me. To walk off the stage and then the first interview straight away go, what about Jamal Hill, guys? What about Derek Lewis, guys? What do you reckon about Derek Lewis? Oh, God almighty. He's ruined his own career. He's actually ruined his own career. We're living in history right now, guys. We are living in history. When we debate about who is the GOAT, in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, when MMA fans are debating about who is the GOAT, this weekend is going to be remembered. The weekend that Jon Jones ran away from an interview because he can't talk about Tom Aspinall anymore. Hunter Campbell, need to buy some of that. Hunter's Cable, need to buy some of that. Hunter's Cable? You need to buy some of that? What are you talking about? Oh, I said Hunter's Cable instead of like on the phone with Hunter Campbell. I'm with you, Weston. I'm with you. Too Smelly Fingers says that Mike Tyson has already won after that slap. It was a solid slap. It was a solid fucking slap, wasn't it? Too Smelly Fingers. Not the AM Bro says, don't worry, I'm here. Let's talk about how Aspinall is overrated. And you guys are basing his skill on 1 minute of fight time. It is pretty incredible that he has got 1 minute of overall fight time in his entire UFC run and he's knocked out 5 of the top 10. You're absolutely right, not the AM Bro. It is crazy. JDM is a crazy mother... Still 6 minutes in. Crazy mother effer if he takes a short notice fight versus Shavkat. I don't know. I think he would, and I don't like it. Blueprint. I don't like it. Aussies take short notice fights, and I hate it. What's up, Johagen? How are you, man? Pretty much said the amount of title defenses Jones has and how he owes him nothing because... Oh, yeah, I read that one. I'm finally done what no Jon Jones Glazer has ever done. I've finally done what no Jon Jones Glazer... I've finally done what no Jon Jones Glazer has ever done. It took a month, but I have finally watched every Jon Jones UFC fight, so I actually know what he's good and bad at. Well, surmise him for us, Toad. I feel like Jon Jones post Daniel Cormier is a very different Jon Jones pre-Daniel Cormier, but let me know, man. I'd rather see Jon Jones versus Aspinall. So would I. The best person Aspinall has ever beaten is low testosterone Volkov before his redemption arc. Everyone else were just scrubs. It's not Aspinall's problem. Not the AM Bro. He fights in the division that he is in. The very division that Jon Jones claims to be the king of. The very division that Jon Jones is going to walk away from because he doesn't want to fight Aspinall. Jon Jones is a duck by the definition of the terms. Oh my god. Blueprint says, surprised Jon Jones said he'd rather fight Jamal Hill, which is funny because that fight could end up like the Reyes fight. Don't sleep on Hill, especially a healthy Hill. Blueprint. If Jon Jones beats Stipe, vacates the belt and just hands it to Tom Aspinall on a silver platter, moves back down to fight Hill, and Hill fucking ends Jon Jones, it will be the most beautiful crash out. It'll be Hill's redemption. It'll be the entire MMA community's redemption. And I'm here for it. Stipe, a.k.a. Mr. One Fight a Year. Yep. Stipe is... Okay, alright. They both suck. Well done, Blauser. What's up, Bilal's Good Eye? How are you, brother? I hope you're doing good, man. Thanks for watching the other video on the other channel, man. I appreciate it. Jake Collier is a scrub? No. What's up, Anakin? How are you, mate? Hill can stop Jones if his takedown defense is as good as I think it is. Yeah, he could. Yeah. Arlovsky is 60 years old. Yep, that is true. Still doesn't, stop Tom Aspinall succeeding in the division that he is in. It felt so good for Jones to get embarrassed by Dana and the crowd. Dude, the look on Jon Jones's face when Dana White said the winner had to fight Tom Aspinall. Jon Jones was just like, oh, fuck. I guess I'm retiring then. Aspinall is the fastest fight time in heavyweight history for a reason. Exactly, yep. Spivak is inbred and a tard. Alright, not the aim, bro. Volkov balding and was severely low in test. Not the same Volkov now. Tibura's IQ is 50 max. Pavlovich is overrated. Yeah, you can diminish the entire heavyweight division, not the aim, bro. And I'm here for it, mate. I think the heavyweight division is like the third worst division in the UFC. How many women's divisions are there? 2 or 3? 3? I don't know. I don't follow WMMA. The heavyweight division is the worst men's division in MMA. I agree, mate. It's dog shit. But Jon Jones is still willing to walk away to not fight the leader of the pack, and that's Tom Aspinall. Jones has a completely different style now compared to his first light heavyweight run. I agree, Nacho. That's why I like to put a nice line in between Jon Jones pre-Cormier and then Jon Jones post-Cormier, because I do feel like they're different fighters, mate. Blueprint says, I pasted one of my messages because of time limit, the title defenses, but about the time difference. I pasted one of my messages because of the time limit about the title defenses, by the way. Okay, thank you, Blueprint. I think what you're referring to is the stat that's out there that Tom Aspinall has done more now than Jon Jones did in his own career when he first got given his title shot. I think that's where you're going with this. Dougie doesn't have the makings of an Olympic breakdancer. That's a weird thing to just say out of nowhere, Joe Hogan. And I think you're right. I don't think I could pull off Australian Olympic breakdancing like that fine woman could. What the fuck are we doing down here? How long has it been? 11 minutes? Fuck that shit. What are we doing down here in this country? Breaking news, Jon Jones plans to vacate belt if his next opponent isn't Chris Barnett. Jon Jones... Jon Jones was like, I heard Johnny Walker's moving up to heavyweight. Guys, what do you reckon? Wouldn't that be fun? Jon Jones versus Johnny Walker? What do you reckon, guys? Who's older, Stipe or Arlovski? Probably Arlovski, I would say so. Blue Line 99, what's up, mate? Oi, oi, oi. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. How are you, dude? So, Toad has actually bothered to go back and watch all of Jon Jones's fights, which can be a sleep-inducing event. But Toad says Jones has shit boxing. That is true. He has great kicks. That is very true. Great distance management, which he does through eye pokes. He finds his distance by holding his hands out, fingers first, so his opponents can't run at him. That's true. Insanely good clinch work. Very true. Which is where he gets all of his takedowns from. Yep, because out in the open, his takedowns are overrated jiu-jitsu, but good pressure. Yeah, young Jon Jones, early career Jon Jones, had insane top pressure ground and pound. Very true, man. I hope Stipe is taking all the PEDs and peptides he needs tonight. I hope so too, Blue Line. He looks small. The face-to-face, let's see if we can find some of the face-to-face. Stipe looked small. Oh, we have got a ton of news. We have got Mikey Musashi leaving one championship and coming over to the UFC. The face-to-face, the look of them together, they look small. We got the Jake Paul slap. Let's see if we can find the face-off here. Let's go to Junkie. Junkie will probably have it. Don't care about that. Don't care. Yes, this is what I'm looking for here. Thank you, boys. All right, let's bring this up. Look at the arm difference on these two lads. Can we get it a little bit closer on the arms? Hang on 1 second. Nope. Okay. Well, let's just do it like this then. Boom. Look at the thickness in the arms. It's insane, mate. Stipe looking like a skinny boy next to Jon Jones. I don't like it. Let's read some comments. Bro is coping hard, just discrediting every win instead of looking at the skills objectively because he doesn't want to have the MMA knowledge to do that. We covered this the other day, Toad. Bro is trolling. This is like back in the day when Bro was saying, my boy wasn't Robert Whittaker. Yeah. Jon Jones versus Derek Lewis. It's a joke. He's a joke of a human being. It is a joke. Jones is chasing legacy. Who's accomplished more? Stipe, the greatest heavyweight of all time, or Aspinall? Haters mad and I love it. Jones is the GOAT. Oh, we found the Jon Jones fan, guys. We found the last one in the world. Look, Juiceman. It's the last Jon Jones fan to ever exist. Yeah, Jones can go chase legacy, knock out Stipe Miocic. That's totally fine. And then he can continue to chase legacy against Derek Lewis and Jamal Hill and just give Tom Aspinall his belt. What a great legacy. Hey Aussie, what's up, brother? How are you, man? How's the gym? He says, God, I fucking hope Stipe wins. We all do, mate. We all do. John from the Garn fight kind of reminds me of a mixed Glover when he changed his style to grappling and wrestling. And who's that other guy, Vet, who changed his style? John fights way smarter now. Yeah, I do think like Valentina's doing the same thing, Blueprint, just off the top of my head with recency bias. As you get older, you do need to start working on the grappling and the wrestling and just be top heavy. And Glover held that perfectly. There is something else here, guys, that I want to talk about. Jon Jones keeps talking about his age this week, how he's old, he's an older fighter. But when you're looking at the top divisions, Glover Teixeira, DC, Stipe when he was defending titles, 40 years old, 37 to 40 years old, is really the peak age for the heavier divisions. So right now, Jon Jones has got this whole like, oh, I'm an old man thing, dude. I'm an old guy, I just want to fight other old guys. When really, when you look at the top divisions, light heavyweight and heavyweight, 37 to 40 years old is like, that's where you should be, man. Let's press on. Jon Jones versus Derek Lewis, actually a joke. Jon Jones fights way smarter now. True. Overall, I'd say his grappling is overrated because of the Garn fight, but his striking is very underrated. He spends most of his fights on the feet. Yeah, I would say his range control is really good, and he has a very Israel Adesanya-esque leg kick game where he knows to set up the points on the scoreboard with the leg kicks towed. That's what I would say. But yeah, I agree with you on that one, man. Jones may not want to box even with this version of Stipe, former best boxer in the UFC. Yeah, true, dude. Like, he might just want to rush Stipe, take him down, see if he can be heavy, drag him into deep waters, get his back. I could absolutely see that. You know, like back in the day when Stipe had testosterone, he could knock you out off the back foot. It was crazy. Two smelly fingers. Jon Jones, you're attacking my family. And Stipe's like, I'm not attacking your family. I'm not attacking your family. A Aussie says, John quack, 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 quack. Jones. Great Mighty Duck reference there, A Aussie. Juiceman, the one Jon Jones fan, says, you're a casual hater, bro, and I'm here for it. I love it. Jones the GOAT. Aspinall will never be the GOAT. Jon Jones cannot go on your GOAT list, Juiceman. You can't put TJ Dillashaw on a bantamweight GOAT list. You can't put Armstrong on a cycling GOAT list. The argument that Jon Jones took steroids when everyone else was taking steroids is completely null and void because his biggest steroid abuse charge was in the Daniel Cormier fight when everyone was under the USADA testing regime and everyone should have been clean athletes. Jon Jones has lost to Reyes, ducked that fight, ducked the Francis Ngannou fight, abused steroids his entire career. He can't go on your GOAT list. He's ineligible because of cheating constantly. And he certainly doesn't get any credit for his heavyweight run because it's fraudulent. He's running away from the number one heavyweight contender. That is Tom Aspinall. Yeah, Jon Jones doesn't go on the GOAT list. Doesn't go in the top 10. Doesn't go on the GOAT list. He's not eligible for the conversation. Jim is good. That's good, man. That's good, dude. That's good. I'm not trolling. I'm not delusional in saying we've seen nothing like... I am not delusional in saying we have seen nothing in Aspinall's skills. You guys are crediting him from showing nothing because he has finished a bunch of scrubs. We've seen great takedowns, submissions, knockouts. It's a more padded record than Khabib. Khabib was literally fighting a taxi driver at one point in his professional career. Except Khabib beat the best and is still the best today. That is categorically untrue. What's up, Kenny? How are you, man? Juiceman, Aspinall, 3 losses. Jones has 0. Keep hating. I love it. Let's fucking go, Jones. Jones has the loss to Dominic Reyes, and he has the uncontested fight to Daniel Cormier, and he has the loss because of breaking the rules of the 12-6 elbow. So Jones has 3 losses. Yeah, just as many as Tom, and not because his knee blew out. Like, fair losses. He lost that fair. And Jon Jones pretty much lost to Thiago Santos, who didn't have any kneecaps from the first round. Yeah, Jon Jones' record is embarrassing. When you really know what you're talking about, Juiceman, when you really look at it closely, it's embarrassing. Jon Jones, top 15 to 18 striker? I don't think so. Not off an oblique kick. Maybe Blueprint. Maybe. I'm betting Tom KOs Johns in the first round. Unfortunately, Kenny, it will never happen. Jon Jones is such a GOAT, he would rather just give Tom Aspinall his belt rather than fight him for it because he's the greatest fighter of all time. He would rather just hand his belt over. That's what the greatest fighter of all time would like to do. I still have Prime Jones over Prime Stipe. The only advantage Stipe has is the boxing, which is a problem because Jones will just look to fight anywhere else and Stipe doesn't have the speed of Reyes. Yeah, I think if it was Prime for Prime, if Jones was his 2014 self moving up to heavyweight, I would still pick Jon Jones. I think he would have the grappling advantage over Stipe. Juiceman says, I hope Jones retires after this just to piss you all off. Hey, it's not going to piss us off. We're going to be laughing. We're going to be laughing that Jon Jones ran away from Tom. It's not going to piss us off. It's going to be fucking hilarious, Juiceman. Ducks fly together. Quack, 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 quack. Quack. Jones is 100% bipolar. Don't piss that dude off. 9 out of 10, he will kill you on the line. I know, that is one of the things that makes him so fun to hate on, because he's like, in the Christian religion, being a Christian man, and then the second the cameras are off, he's like looking at DC and he's like, I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking murder you. It's like, Jesus, John. Juiceman says, O'Malley got caught twice and no one is there to bash him. I have seen you going for O'Malley as well. Where's the bash there? I've bashed O'Malley plenty of times. Why are you bringing O'Malley into this? I never called O'Malley the GOAT. I don't understand how O'Malley's getting dragged into this. I've made a lot of videos about O'Malley being a clown of a human being and not deserving an immediate rematch with Merab, and yeah, I've given a lot of shit to O'Malley. Gordon Ryan and Jon Jones be smashing. The problem is Tom can blitz into boxing range, and Jones has to rely on getting the clinch, which will be difficult, and getting the takedown there despite the massive strength and size advantage. Yeah, I think even if John clinches with Tom Aspinall is such a... Let me get this fucking image out of the way now. We don't need this image anymore. Tom Aspinall is such a naturally big and thick heavyweight that he's got to cut down to heavyweight. Whereas Jon Jones, it took him 3 years to bulk up to 245, I think it was, 250. So even with Jon Jones being as big as he possibly can, he's still too small for Tom Aspinall. And the reason that, weight classes exist, especially in wrestling, the reason that the wrestlers are so strict at making weight. You look at the old Chael Sonnens, the Colby Covingtons, fucking Michael Chandler this week. Wrestlers are so locked in at making weight because they understand that there's weight classes for a reason, a really fucking good reason. And I think Tom Aspinall would have him on the weight advantage, even with Jon Jones's best skills, which is the ground game. Stop talking about takedowns with Aspinall because he took down Volkov and Arlovsky. Absolutely not. They were in the heavyweight division. They were in the top 10 of the heavyweight. I don't know if Arlovsky was at the time, but Volkov was certainly in the top 10 of the heavyweight division. It's a tool that we've seen used in the best opponents available to Tom Aspinall. It's a perfectly relevant argument to bring up, not the AM bro. Jon Jones has Khabib's record 29-0 for fucking hell, sadly. Khabib's is more legitimate than Jones. No, that's not true. That's not true. That is cope. Saying Khabib's is more legitimate than Jones's is cope. Jon Jones fans. Oh, smoking Jon Jones fans all week. What a hell of a... It's been a long week. Just fucking up Jon Jones fans' day. I think I made 5 videos this week. I didn't even want to make that video this morning. I didn't want to. But I just thought, you can't say that I'm not ducking someone. I'm just going to give you my belt and then run out of an interview crying and not make that video. It's been a long week. Oh, my arms hurt from beating the fuck out of Jon Jones fans all week. My arms hurt. My throat hurts from just giving it to Jon Jones fans all week. Let's continue on. Jones, the only one to make the goat noise live. That was a Mighty Ducks reference, Juiceman. That was a mighty... Ironic that a John fan would be named Juiceman. It is ironic, isn't it? Juiced up, the Jones man. But Jon Jones is a roid cheat. Needed steroids for a 5'10 fat guy. Not hating, that's just the facts. That's true. He needed steroids to beat a short DC who was just a wrestler. Yeah. Do the Dougie shuffle? No. I'm comfortable. So basically you're saying Aspinall is trying to pick a fight with a smaller fighter, huh? I'm saying Aspinall is trying to be the undisputed champion, and Jon Jones is calling himself the best heavyweight in the world at the moment. I'm saying that Jon Jones is walking around New York City with a belt that says that he is the heavyweight MMA champion of the world, and Tom Aspinall is there to dispute that. And Jon Jones is saying, I'm too good, I don't need to dispute that. Why don't you have my belt though? Good luck to you, kid. I find it ironic. Tom beat Curtis Blades, who Jones was even ducking. Tom beat Curtis Blades, who Jones was even ducking. There you go. There you go, Anakin. Take that one, Juiceman. It's not relevant because they have to take the... it's not relevant. Where are we? It's not relevant because they have no takedown defense. It's relevant because of the division that they are in, not the AM, bro. You don't have that many skill checks at heavyweight. There are a couple of questions with Tom's game, I think Ambro is trying to say, but from what we have seen, he has all the tools to beat Jon Jones up. I would agree with that, Toad, and I think the real question from Tom Aspinall is what happens when he's in deep waters. How does he go into the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th round? We don't know that, and we don't know that because he's never been tested, and that's not his fault, that's the division's fault. Jones should be 29. This is the blueprints, not me. Jones should be 29-0. Then he should be 25-3, or whatever the Smith fight. Hamill, Smith, Reyes. Wait, don't forget Chael. That's 4. That was any other ref that would have been called off. Yeah. Jon Jones' legacy is very sketchy. Lane says, great video today. Thank you, Lane. I appreciate it, man. Larry, what's good? What's good, Kenny? My arms hurt from just finishing off all these Jon Jones fans today. I tell you what, mate. Bones Jones, flesh was off the bone. No pun intended. That Chael fight, don't forget it. Yeah, that should have been a doctor stoppage or a TKO. Yep. Dougie's so sus. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard anything more cringe than Jon Jones. Cage, do the Dougie shuffle now. Maybe at the end of the stream, Cage. Maybe. I mean, you think Lucas Tracy, an American, knows how to muzz? Do you know where muzzing started, mate? In this city. In Melbourne City. Ziz was from Melbourne, bro. Muzzing started here. Muzzing, that's our people's culture, mate. Wogs in Melbourne, the little Volkanovskis, guys who talk with this accent, you know, be a sick cunt, that started in this city. Muzzing, that's our culture. That's my culture. That's Wog culture. So maybe there might be a Dougie shuffle. I don't know why Jones fans thinks he smokes Aspinall. He's always struggled against bigger guys. Aspinall is bigger, more well-rounded than anyone Jones has been there again. I know, it seems like a pretty easy call to make. I think it is just Jon Jones fans coping. Bilal's good eye. Anakin says, how can you be an interim champ and not fight the current champion? It makes zero sense. Exactly, Anakin. And add on to that, how can you be a defending interim champ? How can you have more heavyweight champ fights in the division than the champ and not be offered a fight against the champ? What are we doing here? Jon Jones, striking has been sloppy at heavyweight. Tom could catch him for sure. I think so, Anakin. Larry says, I was very worried for Charles, but after listening to the press conference and a couple of Chandler's interviews, I'm much less worried. Yeah, I think Charles Oliveira, round 3 submission. That's what I'm going to be calling. Rick Allen's back! Holy shit! What's up, Rick Allen? Been a while, man. Chat genuinely missed you, mate. It's going to be a no contest due to Jones's consistent eye pokes disabling Stipe. I called it. You never know, dude. Like, Stipe went through 3 hard fights with DC who was trying to rip his eyes out the entire time. So, maybe. But Stipe's got very thick, calloused eyes. He's used to people ripping his eyes out. Dude acts like he's coming back as a new person, but he's not at all, and he's still banking on Charles breaking. Yeah, like, Chandler is not going to win. I agree, Larry. I agree with all of this, man. Not the Amber says, wow, finally said something critical of Aspinall. I'm proud of you, Dougie. This is basically what I'm saying. I'm not saying Aspinall couldn't beat Jones. I'm just saying how you guys are severely overrating him when we've seen nothing. And I'm not saying that we've seen nothing, not the Amber. I'm saying we've seen quite a lot. There are still holes in his game. But what we have seen from Aspinall, I believe that he could beat Jones today. Making the walk. What's up, man? If this was GSP instead of Jon Jones, do you think the narrative would be so negative? No, I think it's an accumulation. And of course, guys, I know you guys must have checked out Making the Walk. But if you haven't, please go check out Making the Walk. I'm dropping his link in the channel now. Antoine. No, I don't. I think there is a lot of hate built up around Jon Jones. Just from, like, even the boys that have the old faded tap-out hoodies in the back of their closet that have been watching for years are sick of, like, Jon Jones not fighting Gustafsson for so long, are sick of, like, the events having to be moved, all the little things that happened along the way, driving into a pregnant woman and then running away from the scene of the crime. I think there's so much stuff that is stacked up over the years that it's sort of culminating here at the very end of Jon Jones's career. You know, I think GSP got some backlash when he didn't want to fight Robert Whittaker and bailed on the division. But I just think it's because of everything that Jon Jones has done in the past that there's so much frustration built up as to what is going on now. DuBronx is going to club and sub Chandler. I do think so, Rick Allen. I do think so. Dougie's back is sore today from taking all these Jon Jones fans. I'm finishing them all off, Kenny. They're all dead after this. They're all dying out. I've finished off every single Jon Jones fans on my own. Oh, God, I need to readjust to my chair. I feel like people overlook the fact that Jon just simply isn't a real heavyweight. He's a slow, fat 250 or an athletic 235, while Tom weighs it. Yeah, people do. That's the weight classes thing that I just talked about, Toad, completely. Juiceman has blue eyes. Of course he does. Jon Jones has never left anyone permanently damaged after Chael. Jon will never be the same. Undefeated, undisputed Chael Sonnen. Undefeated, undisputed. He was the one that ended Jon Jones's career. Lucas Tracy said he started muzzing. Of course he said that, mate. But we started muzzing. Jones could just stay at a distance and oblique kick the shit out of Aspinall and beat him that way, then start with the takedowns. Let's not act like Jones can't beat up Aspinall. Reflex is just going to need to be on point. I agree with this one. Look, Aspinall's knees are bad. He's got bad knees. He does. And Jon Jones has got probably the nastiest oblique kick in the game. Next to, say, the Austrian dude, Rakic. Next to Austrian Rakic. So, yeah. You put in Jon Jones's nasty oblique kick, range control with the eyes out, with the fingers out towards the eyes. Yeah, he could. He could, man. Jon Jones could take out Aspinall's knees and then start shooting takedown. True. What's up, Tai Tai? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Anakin. Blue line supporter. Okay, look at his profile. Okay, cool. Cool. Anyone bet on Tyson versus Paul? Is anyone betting on Tyson versus Paul? I think Jake Paul is going to fucking TKO Mike Tyson. I don't think he'll sleep him out cold, but I think he'll TKO him. Sergey and Volkov would beat Jones today. I don't know if Sergey would, Kenny. I really don't. Chandler is just a dumb person. All brawn, no brain. Kind of sad because he could have been the champ. He was halfway intelligent. Yes, he has one of the best styles to get in there against Islam Makhachev. If only he was 5 years younger and had a bit more of this and a little bit less of the muscle. Did anyone see Tyson slap the fire into Jake Paul? It was fucking brutal, Blueprint. It was a hell of a slap. The first round, Jones would just cage push Aspinall and take him down and make him work until he gassed out and then outpoint him for the rest of the fight. I don't think he could. I do not think he would have the physical ability to be able to do it at how heavy and solid Tom Aspinall is. Training at an all-heavyweight gym, growing up doing jiu-jitsu. I don't think he could. I really don't. Aspinall's path is to basically spaz at him and rely on his chin and see who KOs who first. I don't think so, not the AM, bro. Aspinall injured his back leg, which can't really get oblique kicked. I thought it was his knee that was fucked, Toad. I thought it was his knee. Tyson still got that fire in him. I'm hoping he somehow wins versus Jake Paul. I hope, Mike Tyson. I hope Stipe beats the shit out of Jon Jones, and I hope Mike Tyson beats the fuck out of Jake Paul. If old boxing head Mike Tyson can walk into that ring tomorrow and teach that Disney kid fuck what real boxing is, it's going to be a hell of a weekend. If Mike Tyson can get it done, it's going to be a hell of a weekend. But age is... I don't care that Mike Tyson thinks that Julius Caesar just invented the months to sound cool. Age is a real thing, Mike. I'm sorry. Something wrong with blue eyes. Blue line, not about that. Change your profile pic. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, no, you got me. Too bad. I don't throw Connor like you do. Okay, cool. At Toad, at Weston, we're all arguing with each other. I love it. Blueprint says, Jones somehow subs Volkov and Jones could easily... If I missed anyone's chat here in this block, it looks like you're all talking to each other. So if I missed your chat, just post it again, man. Jon Jones somehow subs Volk and Jones could easily outstrike Pavlovich at the distance. Dougie's brain cells are going down. What have I done now, Kenny? Let me start again. Okay. Blueprint says, Jones somehow subs Volkov and Jones could easily outstrike Pavlovich at the distance. Look what Volkov did. Pavlovich is vulnerable to strikes. You got to box with him. I agree with that. That's why, when whoever said that Sergey could beat up Jones, I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. And yeah, I think Jones could outwork Volkov with the grappling. I do agree with that, Blueprint. Yeah. The slap was real. The slap was really good, Lane. Blueprint took that L from Juiceman. Oh, you guys are still arguing with each other. Cool. If Aspinall and Stipe win this weekend, I will be in jizz heaven. If Tyson and Stipe win this weekend, I will be in jizz heaven. I will be with you, not the AM, bro. We could put all of this behind us, mate, and I will 100% be with you, dude. The slap could have been staged. If not, Nacho, are you still here, man? I haven't seen you in a minute, dude. Nacho's usually typing away. Where are you, Nacho? Are you here, brother? Tai says the slap could have been staged. If not, Paul took it like a champ. I don't know if it was, man. You know, there's video. Let me see if we can find it, right? There is video of Tyson Paul. Where is it? Jake Paul stepped on Mike Tyson's toe. And I don't know if he did that as the signal to be like, come slap me. Let's see if we can find it. Here we are. Yeah. So I don't know, right here, you see Jake Paul, he comes up to the stage, steps on Mike Tyson's toe. I don't know if this is a signal. Like, do the slap. I don't know how much this fight is going to be staged and is going to be rigged. Or did he just step on Mike's toe? Mike is in his undies. Mike's in his jocks, mate. Just in his socks and jocks. Fucking Jake Paul steps on his toe, and Tyson's like, you motherfucker. Whap. Solid slap, man. I don't know if it was... Like, Jake isn't clinching. There's no clinching of the fist. Yeah, there was no flinching. If you watch Power Slap, there's a lot of flinching. This is a clean slap. I think this was legit. Let's have a look. Can you imagine DC's reaction if Stipe beats and especially KOs Jon Jones? Memes will be born forever, mate. Juiceman Slow Much must be surfing Google for comebacks. How dare you read my chat in that voice? How fucking dare you read my chat in that voice, cunt, mate? Sorry, Weston. I hope that was better, dude. My bad. Blueprint. You meant Blue Ryan, Blue Line. Cool. Juiceman, you're the one with the defenses. Jizz Heaven is crazy. What the fuck is this chat? Mod Yog? No. Okay, Making the Walk says, so... John and Dana are thick as thieves, right? Don't you guys think if Stipe does win, John would get an undeserved immediate rematch? I do, Making the Walk. I do. I think if Stipe sleeps Jon Jones, he would... if Stipe sleeps him, Dana will say, look at everything John has done. He deserves the rematch. We'll look after Tom. Don't worry, we'll look after Tom. If Stipe beats Jon Jones over a 25-minute hard-fought fight, Dana will say John just wasn't feeling himself this week. You could tell he was a little bit off at the press conferences. He'll run the same defense he did for Israel Adesanya. I do think he will get a immediate rematch. Yes. Paul's leg buckled a little bit. Yeah, man, it was a fucking solid slap. Yeah, the knee in the back leg, which isn't the target. Oh, right. The knee in his back leg, which isn't the target. Okay, I'm with you, Toad. Yep. Show a video of Jones ramming his forehead. Okay. What a crash out? Yeah, it's a crash out for the ages. I don't think they need a signal like that. Probably not. Do you have your opponent just playing a sage during the face-off when he stands up? I hope it's real. Yep. Turned his head with the slap. I don't know, mate. I feel like... Doesn't matter. Does it really matter? It looks real to me, mate. Stipe is better than Jon Jones, even in legacy? Ooh, no. I don't think so. I don't think he is. I think Jon Jones has got the better legacy, mate. But let me ask you guys this, right? As we have seen, this year has been a wild year, right? This year, we have had Dricus du Plessis making Sean Strickland cry. We have had the MMA guru and the entire MMA community making Israel Adesanya cry. Jon Jones has clearly been rattled by the press conference this week. This weekend has clearly rattled Jon Jones. Considering everything that has gone into this weekend and how much pressure is in Jon Jones' shoulder now, do you think it has helped Stipe's chance of winning that fight? So now that the weekend is done, the press conference is done, he's been booed, he's been laughed at, he's walked away from interviews. Do you think Jon Jones is rattled? Or do you think he's such a psycho he can just block that out? Let's squeeze out a poll, chat. Because this year has been the year for breaking fighters' brains at press conferences. You got Sean Strickland turning into a fucking crying baby. You got Israel Adesanya also crying and crashing out at the press conferences. You've got Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington both ducking their fights. We now know that Usman was offered an interim title fight against Shavkat Rakhmonov, and Usman turned it down. We know that Ian Gary was pushing for Colby Covington for 3 months, and Hunter Campbell offered that fight to Colby Covington twice. and Colby Covington turned it down. This has been the year of the crash out duck session. Blue Line, we all know you're a fan. Okay, all right. Oh, if Jones loses to Stipe, he may retire and have a meltdown. I don't know if he'll have a rematch, knowing Jones is crazy. But who knows? Bipolar people are unpredictable. If Jones loses to Stipe, he may retire and have a meltdown. That's true. He could. Like, if you're in New York City and Jones loses that night, stay indoors. Stay indoors, right? But yeah, who knows, right? He could just walk away from the sport. Bipolar people are very unpredictable. True, man. True. Tyson Slapdick Paul. Yes, Joe Hogan. Tyson Slapdick Paul. That's true, mate. Larry, the real Rick Allen. Larry, the real Rick. Oh, Rick Allen's already bailed again. Oh, fuck, man. I don't think that'll happen. I think it'll be perfect if Stipe sleeps him because they want Tom to get the belt by beating the champ. And he's even more sure to win against Stipe. And then John could go fight Alex or whatever he wants. Yeah, that's true, right? Like, if Stipe gets the win, Dana might be like, well, thank fuck. We could at least pay Stipe enough money to do this fight. Whereas Jon Jones made it pretty clear he doesn't want him. Stipe KOs Jones, and then Aspinall presses him in the cage, and then Stipe KOs him stiff, so there's no need for a title shot. I don't think so, not the AM, bro. I don't think so. I think Stipe will need a respirator after winning this fight against Jon Jones. Stipe's going to win? Man, the fucking tables have turned, man. I think Jon Jones is rattled. Yep. Yeah. Yes, Blue Line. Yes, indeed, Blue Line. Definitely not Dana White. What's up, brother? I didn't see him walk out on the interviews. If you look Jon Jones and any man in any room. Dana White. Definitely not Dana White says, I didn't see him walking out in any interviews. I didn't see that. What? What was that? No, I didn't see that. If you lock Jon Jones in a room with any man, only one of them walk out of that room. And Jon Jones walks out every single time. So ironic that he walked out of an interview this week. It's getting worse and worse. The more you think about this week for Jon Jones, the worse it's getting for him. Jones said he only wants Stipe, Ngannou, Alex, and very surprised he said Jon Jones has said, look, I'm not ducking Tom Aspinall, but I only want Stipe or Francis or Alex Pereira or Jamal Hill or Derek Lewis, but just anyone but Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall hasn't deserved it, but Jamal Hill. Completely agree with that, Lane. Stipe couldn't give a shit. True. Blueprint says, I think the clout chasing with Francis's name, knowing the UFC won't re-sign him, but it's Jones. Dana could just sign Francis back just for Jones knowing it'll do awesome numbers. Yeah, no, I maybe before Blueprint, but I think Dana White, we don't need to think. Dana White's got a massive ego. A massive ego. And I think he's angry with Francis because of all the the facts that Francis has been saying in the last 3 months. And I think Dana White is out of the Francis business. Larry the Real Rick says, I do. Chael, physiologically, I do. Chael psychology here. I'm with you. I'm right. All right. But if you've heard him talk about how difficult it is when you have your next opponent lined up already, it can be harder to want to win, especially if you're worried about that next opponent. And Jon would think it looks less bad to lose to Stipe than to Tom. He could lose to the heavyweight GOAT and then just fight whoever he wants. Oh, you think this is very Chael-esque of you, Larry. Very, very Chael-esque. So he's so worried about his next fight, thinking that he's going to lose his next fight. He isn't really ready, and he's convinced himself it's not as bad to lose to the current heavyweight GOAT rather than the next up-and-comer unproven Tom Aspinall. That is some 4D self-psych out chess you've got there, Larry. Fuck, Rick Allen was here and I wasn't. Are you Rick Allen? Definitely not Dana White. Are you laying breadcrumbs for me? Stipe win clean. I like that. John died inside when the home state started chanting Tom Aspinall's name. I know, mate. It's so fucked. Dude, the poll went... That is a hard poll. I didn't expect that. Like 3 months ago, this poll was very, very different. It was very flaccid on the Stipe end. But now this poll is going hard for Stipe. I like where this poll's at. I enjoyed that poll that we just did together, boys. Meaning, I do think everything this week helped Stipe. I agree, Larry. I'm not ducking Tom Aspinall, but I would rather fight fucking anyone else and just give him my belt. I'm not ducking Tom Aspinall, but I'm going to duck out of this room so I don't have to answer any questions about him. Oh, he's fucking wrecked his entire career. I was so surprised he said Hill. Oh my god. I'm not ducking Tom Aspinall, but what about Jamal Hill, guys? Huh? Guys? Anyone? Oh. Jon Jones fans died inside when Dana said he isn't fighting again unless it's big time. I know all those, like, it was over. It was over, man. Even Dana's turned on Jon Jones. Jones looked completely checked out in the Santos fight, and even though he looked good against Garn, it's hard to believe he's completely got the motivation back to train out of camp like Tom does. Yeah, like, Tom was in a training camp for this week. Like, yeah, Tom's locked in. Eye of the Tiger shit. Jon Jones built up his aura for 15 years, and he's lost it all in 1 week. It is nuts, Shotgun. It is nuts. Jones could just leave the UFC for PFL to fight Francis and retire, but I don't think he will do that. Just an idea. I don't think he can, Blueprint. He signed a 7-fight deal with the UFC. I don't think he can, man. Food reviewers, what's up? What's up? Everybody is hating on Soy Jones, and I'm loving it. Welcome to the new era. Toad says, depending on how cooked Jon is at this point in his career, Jamal Hill could actually beat him. Oh my god. Could you imagine? I can't believe how much I hate Jon Jones. Dana is done hyping Jones unless Jones wins. He'll have no problem calling Stipe the GOAT and having him fight Aspinall. Oh, yeah, I absolutely, Weston. Like, Dana has gotten the pay-per-views pretty much sold up until this point. So Dana's like, I've done all the work carrying Jon Jones. Fight week is here. Time to fucking drop him off. Oh, shit. Dougie, you're yet to do a most skilled UFC fighters list. We're waiting tier list right now. Not tier list right now. We'll do some tier lists during a dead week, during a quiet week, Blueprint. But I think we're all enjoying the UFC 309 build-up. But yeah, the tier lists will be back, man, for sure. I never thought I could hate one person so much. Ducking British media because they will ask about Aspinall. I'm definitely not Rick Allen. I'm also definitely not Dana White. 25% Jon Jones is crazy. Oh, yeah, dude. Jon Jones is mental, man. There's the sentences that he's been saying this week, he's mental. You can't sit there with a straight face being accused of eye-poking people your entire career and then go, I don't like the way the new gloves curl my fingers away. I don't like the way they curl my fingers away from the eyeballs. I'm not an eye poker. I don't poke people in the eyes. It's always an accident. But these new gloves, they held my fingers in a curled position. I hated it. I couldn't handle it. Hunter, fix it. 3 months ago, I was like 80% Jones, 90% Jones, 10% Stipe. Yeah, pause. Oh, well, I'm from Philly, came to shithole, Verena. Yep. Hey, I mean, if the premise is accurate for Jon Jones, then it makes perfect sense. If the premise is accurate for Jon Jones, yep. Thoughts on all that? What's up, Yog? Good to see you, man. Mod Yog. I don't think we will cage. But hey, Yog, how are you, brother? Making the walk. You went full Diddy with that poll stuff. Never go full Diddy. I was inspired by Frankie, Antoine. What do you want me to say? I've been listening to Frankie's streams too much. Jamal Hill. To complete his legacy, Jamal Hill. This is your GOAT. To finish off his... Guys, I just want legacy fights. Tom Aspinall hasn't done enough, guys. What has he done? Now Jamal Hill. What has Tom Aspinall done? He's not done enough. He's done nothing. Now Derek Lewis. UFC hid the live chat for the press conference because it was filled with ducks. They never hid the live chat before. I know, mate. UFC has gone so hard. It's 2024 due to complicate. It's 2024 due to... Oh, right. I'm with you. Okay, when did he sign a 7-fight deal? Why would he sign that if his plan was to retire? To get a big payout from the UFC when he first came over to heavyweight. He re-signed a massive deal. That was when he moved back to heavyweight, yeah. The last thing everyone will remember is that he ducked out of the toughest challenge of his career. Exactly, Bilal. Like, this is We're in history. This week is history. This is going to go down in the GOAT conversation forever, man. If the Jones that fought Reyes pulled up against Hill sleeps him, and what I mean by Jones-Reyes, I mean the not motivated Jon Jones. I get what you're saying, Blueprint. I get what you're saying. Maybe, dude. Maybe. He was so sloppy in that fight. Maybe, Blueprint. Maybe. Chael's also saying the reason Jones is dismissing Tom isn't because he won't fight him, but rather just as a way to keep Tom out of his mind so we can focus on Stipe, which may be true, and if so, then the plan has backfired very, very, very hard. Yeah, I agree, Larry. Like, I don't think Chael is right on this one. I think if he wanted to just focus on Stipe, he could have gone into Max Holloway mode and just say the same thing again and again and again and again and again. And just keep saying, I've got to get through Stipe first. I'm getting older. We'll see how I feel after this fight. Hey, John, are you going to fight Tom Aspinall? I've got to get through Stipe first. I'm getting older. We'll see how I feel after this fight. But what do you think about Tom Aspinall defending the interim title? I've got to get through Stipe first. I'm getting older. We'll see. Like, he could have just gone in a robot mode. Robot. Balthazar. Jon Jones card. I agree, Balthazar. Super Shotgun, even MMA Junkie was bullying Jones in their tweets saying he spent 4 minutes making excuses for not fighting Tom. It was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Like, any press conference from any politician, athlete, like, it was the most embarrassing questionnaire I have ever seen, ever. Jon Jones literally looks and sounds like a duck. Did you do your 50 put? What are we talking about? Can we get a 360 for the boys? You want to play 360? The famous Melbourne rapper? We certainly can, mate. Do the Dougie Shuffle. No, Kenny. I asked you your thoughts. I haven't thought about Alexa Grasso's feet yet. Today. Yog? Yet. Can you do some shadow boxing for us like MMA experts? Nah, Super Shotgun. It comes naturally sometimes, mate. I'm not upset about the glove change, though. They don't seem to have done anything to stop the eye pokes, only reduce the KO rate. I personally am happy about the glove change. I hated the new gloves. I love it. I love it. I'm not upset about it. Again, it's just another one of those bit of Jon Jones bits of flavoring, bit of seasoning to go on the career that is Jon Jones. Like, you have a clip of him talking about how he doesn't like the way the new gloves turn his fingers down. It's crazy. It's 2025 already, bro. Living in the future, mate. Where are we? Where am I? Where am I in chat? Where am I? What's up, Thrill House? How are you, man? Bro, I looked it up. You live at a chicken shop. What are we talking about? Okay, cool. Cool. Yo, catch Huck Tua's react. No one cares what Huck Tua girl has to say about anything, Tai. What did she say? What was the reaction? Will you stop Yeah. This is what he should have done. Will you stop ducking Tom Aspinall? We're going to find out Saturday night, baby. Yeah, that's all he should have done. He should have just gone into repeat mode, mate. I asked for a quick spin. What are you talking about, Balthazar? How often do people ask you how to Dougie on every building site I go to whenever I introduce myself? Or dug a hole. It's constant. I should change my name. Blueprint is scared to reveal what suburb he lives in. Well, we could be watching him. I live in Philly. All right. Toad. Here we are. Toad. All right, cool. Jones bringing back the old... Thank you, Aaron, for the 2 months of membership, dude. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Who was I reading? Toad. Jones bringing the old glove back is the best thing he's done all week. Jones bringing the... Yeah, I agree, Toad. Absolutely. Thank God he called Hunter Campbell and said fix it. We can appreciate Jones for that. That's one thing that his legacy will be remembered on. At least we got the old gloves back. Bilal's Good Eye says, here's a fun fact, guys. Jon Jones has spent more time ducking Tom Aspinall than Tom Aspinall has spent fighting in his entire professional career. How's that for a stat, not the AM, bro? How's that one, mate? She said, hey, Cage, thank you for being a member, brother. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for upping your membership for a further 3 months, dude. One of the most old school members of the chat that we have. Cage. Thank you. Get mogged, Aaron. Classic fat Cage. Having to smear his fat gut all over Aaron's big moment of becoming a member. Classic Cage move. Right in the middle of praising him. Thank you for becoming a member, Cage. I appreciate it, man. Oh, fucking hell. Fun fact, John. Yeah, we did that one. She said she'd give Tyson's huck to her if he gets the KO. I'm sure Tyson is thrilled by that. I hope he has enough blue pills to keep it going. What's up, Aaron? How are you, man? Do the fucking Dougie shuffle. No, Kenny. No, I was going to do the Dougie shuffle, but now I won't do the Dougie shuffle. So take that, mate. And maybe one day I'll share with you the hallowed and rare footage of me doing the plasterer at a nightclub. You ever seen a plasterer do the plasterer dance at a nightclub? It's a fucking thing of beauty, mate. No, I won't. I was about to, but I won't. I'll just tease you with it. Hey, Aussie. What's up, brother? We gotta reveal your identity one day, hey, Aussie. Dougie, exactly how bad is Stipe going to beat the piss out of Jon Jones? He isn't. Jon Jones is going to... I actually worry about Stipe's health come Sunday for us, bro. Jon Jones is a violent man, an angry man. He's a man of God, but a man of God's vengeance. He's like Lucifer. You know what I mean? Lucifer was once an angel that turned into the literal devil. And that's Jon Jones. Jon Jones has the biggest ego we've ever seen. He messages creators online. He DMs creators online when they say mean things about him. He's going to be locked in a cage with Stipe. And Stipe is going to be his victim. From all the abuse that Jon Jones has received this week, Stipe is going to be on the other end of that. And Stipe has a fucking walking stick and is nigh on 50 years old. Jon Jones is going to beat the fuck out of Stipe and then quit the sport and laugh at all of us from Twitter for the next 6 months. It's going to hurt. Yeah, but Jones is a psychopath and doesn't know how to act like a normal person. He tried to say the same thing, but it was a bad thing, and now he's just... He tried to say the same thing, but it was a bad thing, and now that it got criticism, he's been trying other stuff right. Yeah. We're talking about Jon Jones just repeating the same line. I'm with you, Larry. Yeah, I know, he's tried different angles, and it's not working. What he should just be saying is, we'll see how I feel after this fight. Dougie, can I get fries and a shake with that ass? Thanks, Balthazar. Thanks, mate. Thanks, brother. Get mogged, Aaron? Get mogged, mate. He bought a kid. Okay. Yeah. Imagine spending more time in a cage with Anthony Smith than Thomas spent fighting in the entire UFC. What a joke, mate. Jon Jones really does think he's Homelander, by the way. I thought the meme was cringe, but he clearly bought it. Yeah, he does. He does, mate. He does. Hey, Blue Eyes. I'll retire Jon Jones without ever fighting him. Will go down as an all-time quote. It will, and it was crazy that it turned out to be true. Coldest fucking line in history. Coldest fucking line in MMA history. Maybe colder than Chael Sonnen's line to Tito Ortiz. Honest to God, I will retire Jon Jones without fighting him. 6 months later, Jon Jones gives up his belt, hands it to Tom Aspinall. Actually fucking insane, the universe that we're living in. I got you out here revealing your locations, boys. Don't dox each other, all right? Are you Russian prison cell waiting for court? Yeah, Balthazar. I am. I'm waiting for Putin to set me free. I couldn't understand Stipe at the press conference. Yeah, they need subtitles underneath him on the embedded episodes. I think he said Jon Jones. And then I just want to fight Jon Jones. And then I'm going to go Tom Aspinall. I think I'm going to fight Jon Jones. I have to go put out a fire. I subbed to him a while back. Lamount. Dougie just jealous. Hawk Tour made thousands of millions of dollars of just saying Hawk Tour. I mean, yeah. I say sus and zesty shit. I say sus and zesty shit for 1 hour a night, 3 times a week, and I don't get to go viral. I just have viruses. No one pays me for them. Except for Aaron. Aaron and Cage did today. Thanks, boys. The fuck is this? Oh. Unsubscribe from Joey? Oh, come on, Juiceman. Thoughts on Jon Jones using... No, too smelly fingers. You listen, mate. you know what I would think about it. But let's just park it. You know what I mean? I was always the type of guy to go off styles more than resume, which is one of the reasons I had O'Malley becoming champ like 2 to 3 years ago when he fought Wineland Hill becoming a 2-time champ. Yeah, the styles do make fights, dude. I completely agree. More than resume, I completely agree. And I think a lot of fans look at resume rather than looking at styles. A lot of fans make that mistake. Larry says, "Hey Aussie, don't listen to Dougie. Stipe is going to beat that ass and put out the fire in Jon Jones's heart." I would love that, Larry, but I don't think that's going to be it. Not the AM, bro. Thanks for becoming a based member, man. You're a fucking legend, mate. Good on you, Not the AM, bro. On you, mate. Up you cunt, you fucking legendary cunt. Not the AM, bro. Good on you, mate. Thanks, man. Thank you for the membership. I really appreciate it, dude. Dana says, when Jon Jones actually cripples Stipe, will the fire department be able to sue the UFC for early pension payout? Maybe. Hell yeah, amen, brothers. A steel blow. Okay, all right. Dougie, how much for you to fart in a jar and leave peanut for a poo? Nothing, Balthazar. Just, catch me at a plastering site and there'll be a fart in a plaster bucket. If you can find out which one, you can keep it. Chaels Tito's ex-wife slam goated part of it. It is Bilal's good eye. It's a fucking goated line, mate. A goated line. But Tom Aspinall's line is going right up next to it in history. I got love for everybody except me. Juiceman, I don't think you understand the style of this channel, all right? See how Not the AM, bro, just became a member, and me and him have been going at each other all chat. Me and Larry usually go at each other. Usually Nacho's in here. I hope he's okay. But me and Nacho argue with each other constantly. The whole point of the chat is that we riff each other, mate. There's no need for no love. Come on, man. Your name's not Rick Allen. That's the only one that doesn't get a pass in here. Boob. Dougie, check Graham. Cool pick. Oh, you. All right, 1 second. What's on the gram? Oh, that's my plaster supplier. We don't need to show him. What do we got? What do we got here? Weston, you haven't sent me anything, Weston. There's nothing here, Weston. There's nothing here. Oh, there it is. That's a sick photo, Weston. Nice, man. Showing off the... Yeah, nice, man. All right, let's play on. Oh my God, I'm so behind. Let me catch up with everyone. Juiceman ran away. Nice call. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do we all hate Jon Jones at the moment? The dog. Dougie, you bloody... Jack Nolan, you bloody legend, Jack Nolan. How you going, Jack Nolan? Can you... Balthazar, I can, and it's horrible. We're talking... Yep. I meant Blueprint, not you. Oh, well, thanks, Juiceman. I appreciate it. Stipe speaks more clearly than you convicts down under with your gross bastardization of the English language. Actually, mate, we speak the correct English because what's happened is Australia has become a time capsule for the original English accent and hasn't been squandered by the rest of Europe invading England. So Australia is actually the way English should sound. It's a perfect time capsulization of the English language. So stick that up your cloaca, mate. Have you watched interviews of Stipe before UFC? He used to be incredibly well-spoken and verbose, in fact, Dana would say. Verbose. If Stipe's orientation skills and Jones's alcoholism were locked in a room, Stipe's orientation skills would win. Look at the way this dyslexic fuck just read that paragraph. Did you guys see that? If you watched interviews of Stipe from before the UFC, he was incredibly well-spoken and verbose. I'm getting better at this, boys. I tell you what. Can I wash my winky in your kitchen sinky? No, Balthazar. I think what people look at more than anything is he can only outstrike the guy, but got appled by this guy instead of looking at the actual techniques. Yes, I agree, Toad. I agree. Dougie, is Nick Diaz still fighting? I saw a rumor from a very unreliable Twitter source that he isn't. Unreliable says that he isn't. I cooked this kid so badly. Okay, all right. Dougie's auctions for your fart in a jar would go crazy. Maybe for Christmas, Kenny. Dick pic? No. Where is Nacho? I'm worried about him. We should be out in a search party. We literally should. It's weird that he isn't here. The coward blocked me. Did you see that video of Connor shagging some bird? Got leaked on Twitter. Connor found the kid and he is in hiding. I didn't see the video of Connor fucking, but I found the story. I know the story. These kids ran up on Conor McGregor's mansion. Not Connor's house. Connor is traveling and hired a pool house, like a beach house. And these kids figured out which Airbnb it was. And they went up to the back fence and they got video of Connor and some bird having a root. Now, the rumor is that the kids haven't been seen since that happened. I don't know of any updates since then, but apparently the kids have gone missing. Which is kind of fucked. So this is all alleged shit, but apparently that's what's going on. Do you think Guru poops on all fours? No, I don't think Guru poops on all fours. You read Oriation as orientation and bragged about it. I love you, Dougie, but we need to talk. Fuck. I am a retard. So who's going to be the main event for UFC 310 if Usman said no? Oh, it's going to be JDM. It's going to be JDM coming off an injury for 6 months and he hasn't been to the gym and lifted weights, and because he's Australian, he doesn't know how to say no, and he's just going to be like, all right, let's fucking get after it, mate. I don't mind going for an interim title, cunt. And he's going to get his fucking head kicked in because Australians do not know how to say no to the UFC for short notice events. It goes Alex Pereira, every single Australian ever. Short notice. I swear to God, it does my fucking head in. It's going to be JDM, and he's not going to say no. And I hate it. Imagine making some kids go missing while you're literally in a grape trial. Yeah. Conor McGregor is ganged up. ITP MMA did a great fucking rundown of this. ITP MMA, check him out. He did a great rundown of Conor McGregor and his gang affiliations. Essentially, allegedly, Conor McGregor's brother-in-law is Ireland's biggest cocaine dealer. Allegedly. He's allegedly Ireland's biggest cocaine dealer. Australians are about that life, yeah, but it makes it hard to be an Australian fan, Juiceman. You know what I mean? How about this? When Stipe beats that ass, you put out a vid apologizing to him and all the firefighters for doubting him. And if Jon Jones somehow miraculously pulls off the win, I'll send my real taint measurement to the Discord with a picture and a ruler right there. Larry, I don't need to know the size of your taint. I don't need to know how small it is, mate. I believe you. It's mid. I believe you, mate. You know? Because constantly asking for taint sizes, that's mid-taint energy. You know what I mean? You got to just assume girth. This isn't my water bottle. This is the protective sleeve I put it in at night to keep Jamie safe. That's what this is. It ain't a water bottle, mate. Jack Nolan, the bloody legend Jack Nolan, says, I saw a tweet saying Conor will return in late 2025. I don't believe that at all, Jack Nolan. Conor will return to prison. I don't believe he's coming to fight. Red Pill went into Conor's gang connections. Okay, well then shout out to Red Pill. I haven't seen Red Pill's work on it. But yeah, shout out to Red Pill and ITP. Yeah, check it out. If you guys do want to know how allegedly ganged up Conor McGregor is, then check out their channels. Dougie, is Nick Diaz still fighting? Oh, it's the end of the stream. Boys, I'm out of here. There is a account on Twitter, very sus account, constantly drops news. Half the time the news is correct, half the time the news is wrong. He says Nick Diaz is out. Now, personally, what do I believe? I believe that considering we just had video released of Nick Diaz being clearly cracked out, lighting fires on the streets of California, he is not mentally fit to fight. So I would assume that Nick Diaz is out, but we don't know, essentially. ITP MMA is the best channel to go for great topics on which MMA-related OnlyFans creators are worth the buy. Shout out to ITP MMA. GOAT channel. A protective sleeve. What the fuck are you drinking then? See, Weston's out thinking everyone. Weston gets it, mate. ITP randomly banned me for his show. I don't like banning people. I couldn't fit my peen in that water bottle. All right, Balthazar. Girth doesn't matter when it comes to the taint. I got a tuna can up front and a taint that you could land an aeroplane on. Oh, fuck. All right, boys, I'm out of here. Boys, there's no video tomorrow because it's Saturday and I take Saturdays off. Shut up, Balthazar. Shut the fuck up. All right? Shut up. We're wrapping up the stream. Stop spamming. Okay? So, I will see you boys. I will see you boys for the early prelims before everyone goes live. This channel, shut up, Balthazar. This channel goes live first. So before you go and hang out with everyone else in the stream, shut up, Balthazar, you fuckwit. I'm going live for the whole card, the whole fucking card. So I will see you boys. Take it easy, Dougie. Get hooked on phonics, my guy. What are you? All right. Where's the Dougie Shuffle? I'm not doing the Dougie Shuffle. I will see you guys live, UFC 309. Let's have ourselves a fucking damn good day. I'll see you guys then. I'll see you guys for a little bit in the post-fight. Have a good weekend, boys. I'll see you then. Yeah. Hashtag, where is Nacho? Send out a search party across all platforms and channels. Find him. Let him know that Dougie's worried about him. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next stream. You're not streaming Tyson versus Paul. I do not give a single fuck about Tyson versus Paul. I'm not kidding, Shotgun. I don't care. I might watch it on my phone while I'm out and about during the day. I don't care. All right, boys. I'll see you around. What about Tyson versus Paul? Don't care. See ya. See ya. Have a good one, boys. See you then. Enjoy Tyson versus Paul tomorrow. Peace. Oh, fuck. Is this still on? I was doing the Dougie Shuffle.